Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. My name is Shandor. I'm sort of the MC for this afternoon. And first I'd like to acknowledge that we're on Ghana land, because that's where they used to be before we came. They still are. And what will happen this afternoon? First we'll have Elspeth, the curator of the Migration Museum, say a few words. After that, Professor Gilad Zuckerman, our main speaker, together with Trevor, a double act. And then finally Kelly, who designed the exhibition, will say a few words as well. And then we'll finish off with 2 songs. And after that, we'd like everybody to go across, have a look at the exhibition, and we'll cut a ribbon before you look at it. And only after that, after you had a look, are you allowed to start eating the cakes and have a drink. And on the way back, you might be asked to say a few words to the camera, because we're making a little movie about this as well, so more people can see it. So that's the program. And first, Elspeth, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Migration Museum and to the launch of the Forum exhibition Esperanto, Promoting Everyone's Language. I'm here on behalf of Christine Finnemore, the director of the museum, who unfortunately wasn't able to make it today but sends her best wishes. So first I'd like to acknowledge that we meet on the traditional country of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains. The Migration Museum site and the land on which we are meeting was once part of the homelands of the Kaurna people. And the Migration Museum respects the relationship of the Kaurna people to their traditional homelands, as well as their cultural heritage and the beliefs that continue to sustain them as a community today. And now on to today's launch of Esperanto, Promoting Everyone's Language. Esperanto in South Australia is launching their exhibition in the Migration Museum's Forum Gallery. And this is a very special gallery in the work of the Migration Museum because it's been giving community groups a chance to present their diverse histories and cultural heritage since 1988. And it was the first museum in Australia to do so. And since then, over 90 community groups have taken great pride in presenting their stories to the wider community, to international visitors, and to the thousands of students who visit the museum. And in fact, this will be the 93rd exhibition that's been presented in this space. And the Forum is so popular that it's booked up to the end of 2014, and many groups have expressed an interest in participating after that. Now today and for the next 3 months, the museum is privileged to have Esperanto in South Australia present their history and cultural heritage in the Forum Gallery. And as always, I've learned much from having the privilege of working with the group to help produce the exhibition. And I'm very pleased that we're able to help mark the centenary of the first Esperanto National Congress being held not too far from here back in 1911. So congratulations, and I wish your group every success with the display. I thank Trevor and Katja Steele and Shandor Horvath from Esperanto in South Australia, as well as Kelly from Parallax for organising the exhibition and today's launch. So welcome everyone to the Migration Museum, and thank you for supporting its work of presenting the histories and cultures of all South Australians.
Yeah, thanks very much, Elspeth. And I'd just like to add, it was a real pleasure and good fun, actually, mostly to work with Kelly. Well, just about all the time, and it was very smooth, and we got good advice what to do and what not to do, and it was a nice journey really to do it. So next is our 2 main speakers. I'll say a few words before I ask them to come up. First is Professor Gilad Zuckerman. As far as I know, he started his job at Adelaide University early this year, and his main job is to save endangered languages, which means mostly Aboriginal languages. And so he's a revival linguist. Okay, good, and I'm sure he'll tell you a few more things. And he has published articles in 8 languages that was the June this year, so in the last 3 months he might have had another one. Yeah. Okay, and at the same time I'll say a few things about Trevor as well. Trevor Steele. He's like he should be on the Esperanto heritage list by now, really, if there was one. And a well-published author in Esperanto, and most Esperantists know him very well. And so together, they'll tell you a few things. So please, Trevor and Gila.
Gesignoroj,
Ladies and gentlemen,
mia nomo estas Gilad Zuckerman,
my name is Gilad Zuckerman.
mi estas el Israelo,
I'm from Israel.
kaj mi estas profesoro de la fako reviviga lingvistiko.
I'm professor of the subject Revival Linguistics.
Eble vi demandas vin, kial mi inauguras ekspozicion de Esperanto?